Alrighty, folks, without wasting too much time, we're just going to switch right into the session. And yeah, if you're coming off the previous session, this is the continuation of the overarching market narrative with SPDas, Elliott Wave Theory Trader. So yeah, we're looking for confluence points, divergences from all perspectives. And yeah, just going to switch over now.
Okay, thank you, Igor, and welcome back, everyone, as we move into the early NY Open. It's around 9:30 a.m. Eastern, just past 9:30 a.m. Eastern now. And as far as the price action is concerned, okay, let's straight away dig in the hourly chart into the hourlies where the action is expected to roll out. Uh, we'll touch base with the euro, followed by the dollar index. Uh, GBP USD. Quick look at dollar JPY in this session as well. Gold, Dow Jones, and four coins actually to end the session. All right, so let's get started off with the hourly straight away for euro. This orange wave is the projected story which should unfold. That's what a high probability setup is indicating now. From from the last 4 hours when we were discussing in the London, where the low has been made, that the session low is not changed yet. It's 1.0177. But what we are looking to see on the north side is either wave three is expanding or unfolding. I can bring back the 15 minutes time frame. See, the more minute we want to see, we just need to change the time frame. That's all. If the third wave is extending, then right now we have a corrective wave structure. But I've fancy my counts as one, two, and one of three, two of three, or it is going to be one, two, three, four, and five. That would be a diagonal again. All right. So either it's unfolding as a diagonal, it should be unfolding at could be unfolding as a diagonal, sorry, or an expanded or extended third wave is underway. Whatever whatever happens, we need to just wait for the price action because if you're not really comfortable to go aggressively long, which we did last session with a stop around 1.01, then it's not a problem at all. Most of the traders or most advisors would want you to wait until the next price action confirms. And that confirmation we can have from the hourly to be more on the safer side. The first resistance, watch out for the first resistance to be taken out any moment, maybe in the next hour or maybe in the next few hours, is around the 1.0320 handle. And that should be followed by, that's a very lower degree resistance. But if you want to go a step further with the previous wave 4, then it's ideally 1.0311. These horizontal lines are what we should be looking for the price action to be taken out. I mean, the price action should be taking out those resistance. See, it's a beautiful story to narrate. I mean, now the bears have been in control for the last 3.5 months, precisely September 2024, and they have been breaking all the previous supports and now they're planning to settle down around the 61.8% mark, and possibly bulls are going to take over control any moment, anytime soon. We don't want to speculate whether a low is in place right now or a very confirmed low is in place right now, which isn't. All right, on the on the larger time frame, it's not a confirmed low yet. That's what the projects. We are just projecting it, right? As an analyst, that's what we do. So, so to continue the story, if we are right in predicting that the bulls are going to come back, then to put in a story format, they are going to take out resistances now. So these are the resistances lined up. They should be taking out one by one. And if what we've done is correct, within the next few trading sessions, we should be around the 1.0450 handle, completing the first uh, impulse wave of a smaller degree, of a lesser degree though. All right. So keep this story picture in your mind, and you can trade accordingly. If you're an aggressive, you might have already gone long last session. If you're conservative, watch out for at least this resistance 311 to be taken out. Remain on the safer side, and then on a dip, maybe a lower degree wave too, we can pick it up. And since we are now meeting regularly 3 times a day, I mean, it's not going to we are not going to miss out any small wave actually on the hourly chart at least. All right, so we'll pick up the story from where we left at the previous session and continue building the trade setups as well. All right, right. So please keep in mind what euro could be doing in the next few days. Worst come scenario, today is Monday, next Monday is the swearing in. Worst come scenario, prices may want to drift sideways until the fundamental event figures out. But believe it or not, that is absolutely not in any case for us to wait for the trade. We never base our trades based on the events or fundamental events coming up, all right? But just to keep in mind, it's a possibility. It's a remote possibility. All right. Next is the dollar index. I will come to know if the price action is wanting to go sideways. I think last session I remember, where's the path that okay, I think I took the wrong one because I remember we had laid down a path. Just a moment. Okay, no problems. Oh, here it is. I was just going to draw another one. This is very important for us to know because trading is, if you take it up as a story and you take it up as a game, then it really becomes very interesting. Now, in the last session, I think the price action was somewhere close to 110 handle, correct? Aggressive traders, we already went short around 110, but conservatively, we were discussing that, okay, by the next session, that is the new up session where we are right now, maybe the price action could take out the first low around 109.77. That's almost happened. So it, there's no change in the trajectory or the path which we have discussed earlier. In fact, if you're still waiting for a price confirmation, then allow the next low to be taken out around 109.11 right there, and then on a pullback, we've got to enter on the short side. But at most probably, the first lower degree support has been taken out, and these are the supports as we laid down for euro. You can keep in mind for the dollar index to be taken out as well. So that's the story. If you're a conservative or want to trade with further price action confirmation, then please hold on your guns for a few more hours or maybe a couple of more days, or the worst come scenario until the next Monday if the price action decides to go sideways. All right. Otherwise, the story remains unchanged from what we discussed in the last session. This 15 minutes chart is also telling us a neat little story that maybe it's lower degree wave one, lower degree wave two, and then one of three, two of three, and then three of three, four of three, and five of three brings down price action towards 109.11, or it is going to, or it might uh, produce a leading diagonal. In that case, it's going to be one, two, three, four, and straight wave five. Another wave lower, that would be five. That the first five waves, the moment we get the first five waves, that's a confirmed story telling us from the market side that okay, I'm done now on the long side. The bears are just coming in back in control. That's what we need to read properly and try and capitalize. As simple as that. All right. We uh, uh, we might lose if we try to trade aggressively, but if you wait for the price action confirmation towards 109.11, I think that should be fine. Okay, next is pound. As I said, we are not specifically discussing a trade here, but uh, please keep in mind this path. Now prices are beginning to cut loose on the north side, 21.41 now, but we need to take these resistances out. 2180, and then this is the major one, 23, the major one. Once you have 23 taken out, wait for a drop, and that's the potential buy we are waiting for with respect to the price action confirmation. I mean, this is like exactly you're planning something and waiting for the market to come to you rather than running behind the markets, which I've done in the past, and nothing wrong to accept it. No one is 100% right when it comes to trading, but this is exactly what ideally should be the method to trade. Plan our trades and then wait for the market to come to us. All right, we'll pick up gold for now. Dollar JPY will take up some other time with further price action confirmation. Now, gold, let me pick up the 4-hour chart where the story has been drawn already. And we were discussing this in the previous session as well. So, primarily, we need to remember that wave 4 of minor degree over here on the bottom right, wave 4 of the minor degree is probably unfolding now. Now, either price action, because this pattern is looking incomplete. It could be wave two. Still, it could be wave two of the C wave. But if it is not, then wait for one more high towards 2730 for this B to be drawn here, and then wave C would resume. Right now, I'm keeping it here. All right. And it could be wave one and wave two, and now if wave three is underway, then we should be seeing a price break below that support. All right. And the moment you see price action breaking below 2618, that would be a confirmation that we are good to remain on the short side. No adjustments required on the stop loss. All right. So let's keep the story simple, either from now or it's already dropped quite a bit now from 97 to 67, about 30 odd points. Maybe another five points would set the ball rolling on the south side. Let's see if there is a small impulse wave we can catch on a 15 minutes time frame. Not yet. That could be leading five waves. Wave two, that is wave one, wave two, and could be wave 3 if it is going to sideways, wave 4 and 5, maybe one more low after this. After this wave 4 is complete, if it drops one more time, we can quickly give you an idea about where it should, uh, maybe around minimum around 58, because 0.38.2 is also good, or maybe towards 2650 ideally. Then it would be the first impulse, and it would be good for us with a signal, a confirmed signal that okay, market is now turning around. At this point in time, if you went short higher, then it you can take some profits off the desk and say thank you very much, stay aside for a while, let the pattern complete or unfold, and then we can keep ourselves floating. If it goes higher towards 2700, we can again sell. All right. Okay, that was gold. Dow Jones, interestingly, what we discussed last session, that is again happening. I just saw the future markets were trading lower, and okay, that there you are. Uh, it has almost taken out the previous support. Just a few points left, I mean, a couple of 100 points, but it is okay. You don't have to just print point to point or pip to pip. I think probably we've done this now, this minute wave one through. Or maybe that could be a wave four sharp and then maybe one more low. You know what? Market is going to take some time because this particular instrument, I mean, the indices of the stocks are, uh, traders would want to correlate with the upcoming event. So maybe until the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, it may go sideways a bit, or Friday until Friday, Monday around the ceremony or swearing in, it begins to rally, creating a false impression of market uh, coming to a fresh bull run. That's what I call technically, it's called a bull trap for us. Okay, and most of the traders who fail to understand what a bull trap is get on the wrong side, and that's what takes us. I mean, you need to see the maximum crowd where it is, and you need to simply go opposite. That's what is called the COT, or the it's called an anti or opposite sentiment trading, right? So good to go on the Dow Jones as well. It's almost as we discussed as the price action last session. We are now expecting a wave two, minute degree wave two rally to unfold any moment. Maybe one more low towards 41,500 remains possible, but that should be it. And another RSI confirmation should give us a strong indication that we are good to remain on the flat side for now, not on the long side. Correct me if I said that. Sorry if I said that, because we don't want to go long just for the sake of a couple thousand points. All right. There's a huge downside left. I might want to give you an idea as we are talking what lies ahead. This is a simple Fibonacci extension, not the elite one. We still don't have the second wave, and that is 36, is it? Correct? So if you let us see where it's going. Is it taking out the primary wave 4? It should be. Now that was primary wave 4. Okay, but this is now the Fibonacci extension. It's a simple extension. So had we done a Fibonacci extension like feeding back to wave 2 and then 4 and 5 projection, ideally, according to the theory, this is where the next target should be. After wave 2 is complete. Uh-oh, this is where the next price action should go. around the previous wave 4 of one lesser degree. That's the primary wave 4. So it's like wave 1, wave 2, 3, 4, and 5 terminating around the 36. Not necessarily it's going to terminate around wave 4. It can go to the beginning of the triangle series as well, which is exactly where the Fibonacci is pointing right now. That is around the 36 mark. So keep a watch. These are our medium-term targets. And the reason why I'm setting up on the chart is that we are trying to predict and we are going to keep it as it is. And let's see how the price action works out or behaves. And that's where you start beginning or gaining a lot of confidence and belief. See, it begins with faith that gets converted into belief and then gets converted into conviction. It's a phase. So first things first, we've got to start with the faith. All right, and I'm going to keep it as it is. We are going to keep it as it is and keep watching as the price action unfolds. All right, time for the coins now. Uh, whether we believe it or not, I mean it's taken us out with a stop loss of 90. Where is the sometimes it takes the path that we had. It should be coming up, or if it doesn't come up, then we will draw it again. Um, This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are expecting wave 5 somewhere higher, and that is a minor degree. I'll just take a couple of minutes to draw the plot the counts, and what we are seeing, the 5 waves unfolding. Either the 5 waves is done, or we are just around wave 4, and the fifth wave should come up. As I said, corrective waves are are tricky always. Most of the time they're tricky. Most of the time they're tricky. We've got to be very patient. All right. Now with this low, there's no need to lose heart or stop believing that Bitcoin may not rally one last time. All right. It is always possible because the fifth wave remains the fifth wave intermediate remains to be a minor and intermediate both remains to be seeing one more upside left possibly. Okay, that's the larger degree count, and if we go back on an hourly quickly, this particular setup. Oh, now the path has appeared, so it's going to be like dual things on the daily chart. Let me check. Yeah, it's all dual things on the daily chart, but I'll correct later on when the session is done. Sometimes it comes up slowly. That's the reason why we have missed out. Okay, so what I'm going to do on the hourly chart or is this entire pattern is a corrective ABC. That's what we are going to now take it as the high probable wave count. So what we are going to do now is, let me remove the other one. So it's a simple wave 4, and now we would be looking for a rally to unfold. At least we'll be looking for a break above the immediate resistance. Now we are not recommending any trade at this point in time. Let's wait for the price action. Okay, It's not going to it's not going to take make or harm us if we wait for the right price action. So we'll wait for 95 to be taken out, and by the time we are meeting again around the Tokyo Sydney overlap, it could be done, right? And then a retracement, there we go long again with a stop just below that 89,000 mark. We just want to wait for the first impulse that gives us a confirmed price action as well. Ethereum, if that's the same story, should be the same in the Ethereum as well. That's exactly what was expected, and that's why the stop losses are always so important to be kept. That alternate count has now become our primary count, and the first, I mean, that impulsive drop which we kept talking about has now materialized. Okay, now the path has come up as well. What we are going to do is now we will delete that particular path. We'll bring this wave 4 potentially here. See, until that arrow, that orange line is intact, wave 4 potential always remains. Okay, so the next step objectively would be to wait for price action to break above the first resistance is 33.40, and then we allow a retracement, and then we take it up on the long side again. We still want to give one more chance until that orange line or the 2700 mark remains intact, because a break below that would certainly confirm that this is not a corrective wave or a wave 4 in the making, but it's something else happening. Okay, there should not be any change on the Solana as well on the same track. I will just wait for the path to come up, but we are good to remain flat for now. We'll wait for price action to. We have been just taken out around 170, 175. That's okay. I mean, that's what it's trading all about. But the objectivity says that until prices are above 161, we would like to give one more chance for the bulls to come back at the termination of wave 4 here. So we'll wait for the first resistance to be taken out and the pullback, and then we'll get on the long side again. Okay. But believe it or not, this is the last wave, and they're always tricky to handle. Always tricky to handle. Okay, what's Ripple doing, sir? Maybe it's okay. I'm going to relabel this. Nothing needs to be done actually. No relabeling needs to be done. That was wave E already. Let me bring up the 4-hour time frame. Here's the wave E already, and that could be just a corrective decline. So we are good to remain on the long side for Ripple. Maybe to tighten the stop loss. Okay, what we can do now is bring the stop to wave C low, which is around 1.96. All right, the moment it begins picking up and the moment it breaks above that high, we move the stop loss from 1.96 to wave E, which is almost a break even for us. All right, so no need to, no change for now in the Ripple at least. Uh, the breakout scenario remains intact, and we should possibly begin to see upside from here. There are aggressive traders who would want to go long in other three coins as well, but I would suggest wait for the price action to confirm and then go long again. All right. Sorry, this is bring up. All right, Igor. So If there is nothing else from your side, I think this for this session I'm done for the counts. I will be back again. Tokyo Sydney overlap. Back to you.
Amazing. Thank you very much, SPDas. Always a great time with you and watching the magic unfold with the Elliott wave theory. It's really cool. Uh,
Thank you. Thank you,
and
everyone.
see you at Sydney, Tokyo. Thanks.
Yes, thank you. Bye bye.
Forex Lens gives you the edge. Forex Lens understands the global economy and financial markets. With machine learning, we give you real-time global analysis and investment strategies. Forex Lens lets you invest and earn with institutional traders, even if you're new to trading. Trading and investing made simple with Forex Lens. Check out our performance at forexlens.com. Get the edge on trades. Your eye into the markets. forexlens.com.